How you doing, folks? This is Mitch from Hard Intentions YouTube channel and website. Yeah, we got a website. And when we say small business, we are a small business. And this is our world headquarters. T-shirts, art, tattoo studio. So we thought we'd show you some of the stuff we got. We got our Singing Devil shirt with a custom logo. We've got some of these left. These are Racerbacks, Living Dead Girl. And we got our Celtic Cross shirt, which I happen to like a lot. Pretty popular shirt. We got a few of those on the show. Then we got our Two Moon shirt, which is a painting I did for Steve the Barber. Folks convinced me to turn it into a t-shirt, so we did. And it's got its own logo in the front, little buffalo skull. We got the Hammer Drop shirt, which is kind of cool. We got the Hard Knuckles shirt, yeah, which I dig. We got our Naughty Biker shirt, oh yeah. And we got our Living Dead Girl in black t-shirts. And we got our logo shirt. That's our original logo. And personal favorite a lot of guys, we got our Viking shirt. Oh yeah, we got this in white also, I believe. Then we got our Hard Anchor. Oh yeah, that's got its own logo on the front there. I kind of like that little dot shaded thing. And we got some shirts left over from Street Vibrations we're going to put up later. We got a few hats, snapback, a little small for my big ass head, but we got them. I'm going to post those up. We got some cool ass stickers. Singing Devil. Our logo. Our Backup Lame. And of course we got prints. We got motorcycle prints. These are all paintings I did in prison. That's Pan Surfing. We got the Shovel Head. We got the Red Tree Run, which is kind of cool. It's got a little movement going on there. This is a good one. I got glue on my fingers today at work, so it's kind of hard to grab them. That's Cruising the Coast. They're sticking. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a nice one. I like that. Yeah, I did all these along with all the shirt designs when I was in the joint. This one I did back in Quentin, like in '81. This ballpoint pen, the colored pencil and pastel. And for some reason that survived. That's the Rebel Run. And we got the Disappearing and the Owl. We got a few other prints. One thing I want to start doing as soon as we can get it posted is we got some prints on canvas, upside down. There you go. This is a print of the painting of Two Moons. It's on canvas, mounted on board. You can pop it right in the frame. And we'll have these also. Same thing. These are 16 by 20. Canvas, mounted on hardboard. We'll get these up soon. You guys will be able to pick them up. Thanks for tuning in. We built this, and yeah, this is where we do it. This is where I tattoo, paint, draw, fill orders. That's everything.
When we say we're a small business, we mean we're a small business.
Small business here means small business, for real. This is it. So, you know, we appreciate the support you guys give us to keep us going. You know, someday we'd like to be a large business, but right now we're kind of small. And all you guys that ordered from us recently on our sale, we appreciate it. All you guys have been ordering for years from us. We've been around about 2 years. We really appreciate you guys. And all you guys that are new, thank you. We really appreciate the support. You take care of yourselves out there and do it hard. Hi folks, how you doing? It's Mitch from Hard Intentions YouTube channel. We also have HARDINTENTIONS.com where we sell t-shirts and other things. Hope you guys are doing well today. And I was at work the other day and it's a part-time thing, doing some woodwork. And I just thinking, my boss come out and says that, tell me how much he appreciate having me there and all that stuff. And the guy who runs the shop is glad to have me and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And I thought, man, it all started back in '84 when I took a chance on getting in that mill and cabinet program. And it made me start thinking about other things I do, like tattooing and painting, like this design you see behind me. I did that when I was in prison. I was willing to take chances and try to learn things that I was interested in. And I did it in a harsh environment, where the daily grind is not like out here. You have to worry about what's going on inside the prison, what's going on with your people on the street, what's going on with the cops, the inmates, guys involved with stuff, guys aren't involved with stuff, all kinds of stuff going on. And then you got to figure out, the things that you want to do, things you want to learn, and do them, find a way to do them. I started my art journey with tattooing. And back then, people were very critical of tattoo work. If you did shitty work, you got a bad reputation for fucking people up. And that was that. It could lead to dire consequences. I started practicing tattooing on my legs, fucked my arm up when I was a kid, but I got pretty good at it. And it was a pretty good hustle in prison. And I tattooed a little bit out here. And then that led into my artwork. But see, I wasn't afraid to cross the boundary and start doing it, which I see a lot of guys out here talking about. They want to do stuff, they have these ideas, but they don't do it. They won't take that chance, and it's a thing I face daily. Am I going to take a chance to do this, that, or the other? Where's it going to lead me? But like I got in that mill and cabinet shop back in '84, and now I'm doing woodwork now as a little part-time job. So I took that chance, learned that trade, committed some time and effort into studying and learning. I'm not an expert at it, but I can get by pretty good in the cabinet shop or a wood factory, but I learned that in there. Not just with the vocation, but I applied it in jobs, prison industry, wood products, carpenter shops, hobby shops, invested my own money in a place where money is hard to get, buying wood, glue, all this other stuff, and building products in there that I could sell in the hobby store and make some money. And, it paid off. Taking the chance to get into my artwork paid off. I have a website now. Of course, we sell T-shirts and prints of my art, and I'm always looking to improve that. We jumped into the YouTube thing and the website thing with our artwork, not knowing where that was going to take us. We've had some successes and some failures, and like we spent a lot of money to go to Street Vibrations in the springtime, and we lost out. Well, on the other hand, we'll take stuff down the motorcycle swap meet and do real well. It's hit and miss, but we take that chance to always improve our contacts with people, our products, reach out, man. We're willing to take chances. And, here's the deal. There's people around you, even out here, maybe more so out here than in prison, who are going to be like, negative, like that's not going to work. Don't waste your time. They're going to do stuff to discourage you. And I'd say, don't let them, I was doing stuff in prison. When I worked in arts and corrections in Lancaster, I worked in there almost 5 years. I could have been on the yard in the mix, or just on the yard playing handball and soccer or whatever. I was in that art studio every day, 5, 6 days a week, painting, teaching guys how to paint, doing artwork for fundraisers. Um, that was not, I had already taken the chance to get into artwork, but now came the work, and there were guys that were like, they, you talk about what you're doing and they're kind of a little discouraging, negative kind of attitude, or like blow it off like, yeah, big deal. But I didn't let that discourage me. I was in that place daily painting, and improving my skills and listening to guys. When I first got in there, we had art teachers, and I was getting information from them how to improve my skills. When I went from tattooing to painting, it was something I wanted to do. I had an interest in it, and I ran into Danny Rivera, and he was painting in the day room in Donovan. And I just stood around watching, asking questions, and showing him some of my tattoo work, my tattoo patterns, some of my drawings. And one day he just popped up and gave me a canvas with he gave me red, yellow, blue, and white, and told me, and one brush about that wide. It was a nylon. It was a nasty brush, and I stretched that. I had a frame made in the carpenter shop, brought it home, stretched that canvas on that frame I made, and he goes, "You don't need to do that. I just gave that to practice on, And I painted an owl, and he saw that. He was like, "Dude, I couldn't have done a better job myself." But see, I'd been listening to him and watching him, plus the previous experience I had in drawing and some other things. Then he just started loading me up with paint, brushes, because he worked in arts and corrections there in Donovan before they shut it down. So he had a lot of supplies. And, we used to talk daily about artwork, techniques, different artists, ideas behind art. And so, he helped me develop my skills as well, and transition from tattooing into art. And, it's like I say, taking a chance. It's like you're investing your time and your interest, and people see it, and in that case, we would have like a positive outcome where, people help me along the way. And there's also negatives, like I say, people that will discourage you. I say, don't listen to them, follow what's in your head and your heart, because if there's something you want to do, man, if you want to build motorcycles, you want to work in the trades, whatever you want to do, you want to be an artist, you want to be a freaking doctor, there's a way to do it. And, like when I was in Donovan, I got on the plumbing crew. I didn't know jack about plumbing. And, I learned. I worked as a plumber for 7 years in prison. It got me through. Now I'm out here. I applied it, I don't want to say remodel, but revamping the house we live in now. I built 2 bathrooms and a kitchen with them skills, with the milling cabinet skills and the plumbing skills. So those are things that, when I learned things as a youngster, they're paying off now, 10, 20, 30 years later, they're still paying. So, the effort that I put into things has paid off. But, you got to take that chance. You got to, take that step into it. And then with success, sometimes comes arrogance and shit. But with me, I'm like, all right, I'm doing good, but I want to do better. And I one thing I also I read, and I apply. I do my best to apply. Is, I don't compare my stuff to other people. Like it's not a competition, especially with artwork or anything else you do. You can't judge your success by other people's success, Like I didn't go down to the day room and say, "Oh, this guy Danny's painting this fantastic piece of artwork." I mean, I might as well not even try, because I'm not going to be able to do what he's doing. But the thing is, I do what I was doing, It's
my work is different than anyone else's work. And I don't care if it's artwork, woodwork, the way you ride your motorcycle, the way you drive your car, the way everything. Every individual is different. So you can't gauge what you're doing, by comparing it to somebody else's, because every style is different. If I look at some of these tattoos that I see on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm blown away. And then I see how they're doing it. So what's happening is they're doing their stencils on an iPad with a drawing program and photographs. I'm old school. I didn't have that in prison. So I used to draw the pattern and then get my outline from that, and then ditto that. You put your stencil, your transfer on the back of that. You did it all by hand. So now I see, videos of these guys. I'm like, how are they doing these super realistic tattoos? I can't compare my tattoo work to those. I don't need to. My work is my work. But, I watch their videos and how they're doing their stuff, and I'm learning, Guys ask me, do you still use a single needle for some things? But I'm learning how to use modern tattoo equipment, the modern rotary machines with Magnum needle setups, cartridges, all this other stuff. I'm learning that stuff by watching these youngsters, and I'm not comparing my stuff with their stuff. I'm just learning from them. So, once you take the step, take that chance, that risk into wanting to do something, the learning never stops. When you're brand new in it, failure seems like it could be right around the corner sometimes, but really your mistakes, are not, I've never looked at my mistakes as an end of it. I just like, okay, I did that. And if it's a mistake I can get over with others, I can definitely get over it with myself. Like my boss told me the other day, hey, don't worry about, like if you put too much glue on a piece, or, you drive a screw in the wrong way or whatever. He's like, hey, you're not going to make any mistakes we haven't already made several times over. So don't worry about it. That's encouraging. So, when you start into things, look for the encouragement, and also I use my failures as a way to learn. And I'm still learning right now today. Like I said, I watch these kids on YouTube with the tattooing, and it's a whole new world out here, and I'm learning as I move. So I was learning way back then. I'm still learning now, and there's no reason you can't learn and grow and do the things that you want to do out here in the world. I mean, I learned how to do all this stuff in prison, and like I said, a pretty harsh environment. Um, I remember being in Corcoran, man. I was still in the mix with some illegal activities, and I took my woodwork into PIA. I worked in the wood shop there, making tack boards, and then I would go around and I'd run the overhead router occasionally, and then I go and I fixed all the jigs in there, so every machine cut right. My boss was tripping on that, and but in the meantime, I'm spending 8-10 hours a day at work, 4 or 5 days a week, and I'm missing out on what's going on in the yard. I'm missing out on some money, and I'm trying to stay focused on who's gossiping about what, because like I said, I was still in the mix on some stuff. And it was a yard where guys were getting out of the shoe units. There was still gang members on the yard, prison gang dudes, and guys brand new to level 4s, guys have been around level 4s, guys had life without, been around for a while. There's a whole mix of guys, youngsters, guys coming from other prisons. So you had to stay up on all the shit that was going on in prison while you focus on what you're doing. And so people ask, what's it like being out in the streets after 38 years in prison? Well, I don't have to focus on that shit anymore. And I can just focus on what I want to do. And it's a lot less stressful. a lot more relaxing. And but you know, I mean, if I can do that in there, why can't you know, people out here do what they want to do out here? It's easy, man. And like I said, there'll be people around on the way up that'll help you and coach you and guide you. You know, that's just the way it is. I don't know. I enjoyed the ride in there, and I'm enjoying it even more so out here. But I don't know. Like I say, you know, the wife's always telling me to sit in it, and that's what I've kind of come to do out here. I don't compare what I'm doing with others, and every little success, man, I just kind of sit in it, revel in it, and then keep going. You know, I don't know. I might not ever be a millionaire, but I tell you what, uh, life's rich, you know, and it's fluid. Um, there's no end all until it ends. You know, like I said, you know, sometimes you face situations, man, in your mind blows it up to be but 10 times worse than it's going to be. You think, oh my God, it's the end of the world. And then you face the situation and it's nothing like your mind had convinced you it was going to be. But, you know, you keep moving on. You know, I'm learning every day. So can you. Yeah, don't be afraid to take that step, man, into the unknown. It's something that you want to do. I haven't been, and there's no reason you should be. I remember this big youngster before I got out, man. He was it's from Orange County, and he got on the inmate day labor crew, and then he knew I was a plumber, and he says, "Hey, man, they want me to be a plumber's assistant over here." Guy knew nothing about plumbing, never really worked in the trades, you know, ever. And I said, "Yeah, go do that, man. That's good shit, you know." And then he would come and tell me, "Hey, man, this guy taught me this. This guy taught me that." And I'd tell him some of the things I knew, you know. And I'd tell him, "Yeah, yeah, you know, cool." And then he got ready to get out, and he goes, "Hey, man, these guys can get me in the plumbers union, you know, when I get out. What do you think?" I said, "Hell yeah, man." You know, he's a young dude. He's in the late 20s, you know. And yeah, he got out of prison, wrote me a letter, said he was an apprentice, making 25 bucks an hour, going to school, and you know, taking care of his kids and living life. So you know, that's a dude who grew up around, you know, gang shit, drugs, you know, loose people. Um, they weren't guys that worked. You know, so he had no clue. And so you know, he took that from prison, but he was asking me, you know, what should I do this? And I was telling him, hell yeah, you should do it, you know. And so it's paid off for him. He's living a decent life out here in the world, which is cool. I mean, and just think, you don't have the obstacles of prison. You don't have the obstacle of, you know, is some motherfucker going to stab me in a riot, or, you know, because he's mad at something I said or did, and he doesn't want to tell me about it. He's going to go to the violent thing. Is there shit going on? Like if you're involved with illegal shit and you're trying to do other things, is somebody going to be envious of what you're doing and rat on you or try to instigate against you? You don't have none of that shit going on unless you choose to. I mean, it's out here too, but there's no reason that you can't just jump in, take the chance, and stay focused and accomplish your goals. I mean, and you know, each goal just leads you to another. So I mean, it's a process of one goal after another. You know, constant improvement. So you know, and I got to say, having this channel and having you guys that have watched for the last 2 years, followed me on Instagram, over to, you know, YouTube, you guys have helped me stay accountable. You guys give me positive influence, positive feedback, and it means a lot to me. And it helps keep me focused. And all you guys, along with my wife, and some of my friends out here. I'm accountable. I hold myself accountable, to all of you and my family. So I gotta tell you, thanks a lot. And get out there and do it. Whatever it is you want to accomplish, get out there and do it. Don't let no one stop you, and do it hard.